Hello friends! Welcome to part 95 of the No Armor Challenge. And we are down here in Darkfall Cave. And well, we're looking for Ariel's bow. I do believe we should probably not go that way. We went that way. That might be the way we came from. Did we come from this way? Serana, do you know? No, we didn't. I cheated my way out of that hole last time because I couldn't find my way out. You can actually do that. That's just some coloration. Okay. That scared me. Leads back this way. What the heck? Yeah, back up this way to the bridge. Oh man, we're so lost. Gone the wrong way already. Can I wiggle through here or something? Nope. It's literally just like some small crevice. I really do not know at all. Already seen that way's nothing. Explored that way. I guess that means this way to check. I'm pretty gosh darn sure. Yeah, I think we've already looked this way. I'm pretty sure this is the way we came from. Well, it might not be. Wait, it is. Look at that, we're already lost. This is not a good start to this quest. Like, really. Something's spanking me, and it's this music. Like, scary eerie. Okay, anyway. It is this way. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. That's blood. All in my blood now, but, you know. There's one of my... Oh, Star, are you okay? Oh my god. Serana. Serana resisted healing hands. Serana, I'm just trying to help you. Serana does not appreciate being healed. This fell. Head up here. Neither do I. Those are the trolls that sister was talking about in her note. So we found the body of this Breton woman. She was talking about how like, she left a note for her sister. And she apparently made camp with down there. And I think these are the trolls they were talking about. So. And the chest is all spattered with blood. Yeah, I think the one sister. I think the sister that the first sister was trying to warn came down here and got destroyed by these trolls down here. Because those bloody bones definitely suggest that. So it looks like they both met their unfortunate fate down here.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
It's my snow elf brethren!
I am Knight Paladin Gelibor. Welcome to the great chantry of Auriel.
You're my brethren! This cave is a temple to Auriel?
Auriel, Hautosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the snow elves.
You're one of me? Snow elves? You're one of the betrayed?
I prefer snow elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers.
He said snow elves.
Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the betrayed.
I do too. We're the same race. The actual line of speech was, snow elves? You're a Falmer? But I had to ask is if I were a snow elf because my character is a snow elf. Well, the game considers my character a dark elf, but I say I'm a snow elf, and the story and history all point to it being okay. I imagine you know why we're here, my brother?
Of course. You're here for Auriel's bow. Why else would you be here? I can help you get it, but first, I must have your assistance.
What type of assistance do you need?
I need you to kill Archcurate Bertha, my brother.
Kill your brother? Why?
The kinship between us is gone. I don't understand what he's become, but he's no longer the brother I once knew. It was the betrayed. They did something to him. I just don't know why Auriel would allow this to happen.
What exactly did the betrayed do?
They swept into the chantry without warning and began killing everyone without pause.
Didn't you fight back?
The chantry was a place of peaceful worship. I led a small group of paladins, but we were no match for the betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they corrupted Vertha.
You don't even know if he's alive?
He's alive. I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting.
Have you tried getting into the inner sanctum?
Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel. And an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death.
That'd be bad. Way shrine?
Yes, let me show you.
But yeah, it also makes sense that my character is confused by these terms. Because, you know, the snow elves were driven into hiding and slavery. Well, slavery or hiding many years ago. So it would make sense if my character had forgotten many bits of my character's original culture. Because she lived with dark elves for a very long time before returning to Skyrim. And now before finding more of her own race. Can I have your armor? I can't wear it, but I want to have it on display.
So this is snow up tonight. Incredible.
I can do it too, Serana.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Oriel to our initiates.
What's that basin in the center signify?
Once the initiate completed his mantras, he'd dip a ceremonial ewer in the basin at the way shrine's center and proceed to the next way shrine.
So these initiates had to lug around a heavy pitcher of water. Marvelous. How long would they have to do that?
Well, once the initiate's enlightenment was complete, he'd bring the ewer to the chantry's inner sanctum. Pouring the contents of the ewer into the sacred basin of the sanctum would allow him to enter for an audience with the archcurate himself.
All that just to end up dumping it out? Makes no sense to me.
It's symbolic. I don't expect you to understand.
So, let's get this straight. We need to do all that nonsense to get into the temple so we can kill your brother and claim Ariel's bow.
I know how it all sounds. But if there was another way, I'd have done it long ago. The only way to get to my brother is by following in the initiate's footsteps and traveling from way shrine to way shrine, just as they did. The first lay at the end of Darkfall Passage, a cavern that represents the absence of enlightenment.
How many more way shrines are there?
There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the chantry.
These caves must be massive.
Caves? Oh no. The chantry encompasses far more than a few caves, as you'll soon discover. But before I send you on your way, you'll need the initiate's ewer.
So I need to fill this at each way shrine?
Once you've located a way shrine, there'll be a spectral prelate tending to it. They will allow you to draw the waters from the shrine's basin, as if you've been enlightened.
I'll be off then.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
Wait.
Questions? I expected as much.
No. I want to know more about our people. Who were our people?
We were once a wealthy and prosperous society that occupied a portion of Skyrim. Unfortunately, we were constantly at war with the Nords, who claimed the land as their ancestral home.
It appears the Nords won.
In a manner of speaking. We had always maintained an uneasy alliance with the underground-dwelling dwarves, and when faced with extinction, we turned to them for help. Surprisingly, they agreed to protect us, but demanded a terrible price: the blinding of our race.
Everyone couldn't have possibly agreed to that.
There were splinter groups that resisted the agreement, and even some that sought alternate alliances. But when it was all said and done, those elves were either slaughtered, vanished, or gave up and took the dwarves' bargain.
What turned our people into the betrayed?
I've often asked myself that very same question. The blinding of my race was supposedly accomplished with a toxin, certainly not enough to devolve them into the sad and twisted beings they've become.
Why weren't the Sinolfs here affected?
The chantry is quite isolated, so it took some time for word of the dwarves' offer to reach us here. By the time the compact had been completed, it was too late for us to even attempt to intervene.
Is that why you had retained your sight?
Correct. We only numbered perhaps 100 at the time, so our presence remained a secret to the dwarves and the Nords. Ironically, our undoing came at the hands of our own people.
You mean the betrayed?
Yes, they swarmed the chantry in vast numbers until we were completely overrun. We never really stood a chance. I assumed that the archcurate was corrupted by them when they found a way to breach the inner sanctum.
There are others here like you?
Bertha and myself are the only 2 snow elves that remain.
Me now. I'm here now. I'm a snow elf. I dyed my hair because my character's hair is actually brown instead of the correct hair color. I dyed my hair so that I wouldn't be suspected of being a snow elf. Okay. Who are the spectral prelates you mentioned?
They're ghosts of the snow elf priests that tended the way shrines before being slaughtered by the betrayed. Through the grace of Auriel, they were restored to their spectral form to enable them to continue their duties.
Good. They should be able to help us.
I'm afraid in their current form, they still believe the Chantry to be an active center of worship. They won't respond to you in any way other than believing that you're an initiate and you're undertaking the journey to the inner sanctum. May Auriel keep you free from harm.
I hope so. Come on, Zrana. Where's ship? Alright. So we are here now. But yeah, brief history lesson to kind of explain how and why the story of my character makes sense. It's like, you know, it would be so cool.
It wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer now.
Nice, thank you so much. So, let's head through here. Looks like we're gonna go out as we continue along. No, die. My eyes. See, my hair is actually brown.
Done and done.
I'm gonna have to fix that eventually.
Who's there?
This is a farmer. I have been poisoned. Are you fighting a farmer too?
Dead.
I can't get out.
That'll teach you. Where'd you come from?
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Oh, that's Serana's farmer. Wait. First of all, let me fix myself. That's a pair. Here we go. Okay, so. Oh gosh. Here we go. Just recharge my blade real quick. Let's keep going.
Who's there?
Throw it.
Done and done.
Wait. How they even got some of this stuff, I'm not sure. But it's okay. Okay, I've been poisoned again. Huh, what do these things even have? A coarse chitin and an antenna. This is an alchemy ingredient. I'm not gonna take it. Ancient for gleam blossoms. I got some gleam blossoms. I'm gonna take those to the surface. I might. Oh wait. I actually feel like my character feels no regret when slaying a farmer or a betrayed, as her race would call it. No regret. Because they are.
Who's there?
Me trying to pick gleam blossoms. What's wrong with goats in there? Fight things. That's why I try back way. What's wrong? Are you okay? I was saying done and done again. Oh my god. Serrana skeleton. I can't interact with it.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. Done and done.
Serrano. Done and done. Oh my god, Serrana skeleton scares me. I think it's a real skeleton. It's like a skeleton that's actually out to hurt me. Come on, Serrana. Can Serrana get past this? Come on, Serrana. Come on. Like, surely you're not bested by a line of string. Hello? Release the chorus. So these things don't grow up and become a nuisance. It's trying to kill me. Dust. Serrana. But I this one time, do not bring things back to life. They will probably end up being killed by me. And I can post this. And I've been poisoned again. Squishing a bug. Minor healing. Healing bug. explosions. Oh, that's Serana's fault. Damn it, Serana. Serana?
Where'd you come from?
Oh my god.
That'll teach you.
Okay, that's disgusting. Maybe it goes this way. Kind of clearing this place out. So. Okay.
Chains and traps. Be careful here. Whatever's on the other side of this, I don't want to keep it there. Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Apparently, a colorful saber cat. That's what they wanted to keep back here. So the rest of there are all sorts of new plants down here, like poison blossoms.
Are you seeing this? It's fantastic.
Definitely. These green blossoms are beautiful. I'm harvesting them. Throwing your skeleton freaks me out. But the fact that the farmer only was trying to keep a colorful saber cat out of here. It's like a very glowy version of Skyrim underground. Heck, there's even a colorful saber cat going after its equally as colorful prey. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. So pretty. I mean, what are they? I don't think they're scared of me, whatever they are. Look, they're like. Hello, colorful elk. I assume it's an elk. Probably is an elk. Poison blooms are probably used for poisons. Oh god.
Where'd you come from?
Well, it's a valley saber cat. Look how colorful that pelt is. Let's see what cat. Look. that? That is beautiful. Oh, it's a deer. These are valley deer. Look how colorful their hides are. Sarah literally jumped on the poison blossoms. Oh, I have too much to be able to run. Okay, that means we should drop something. Ugh. I really don't need it. I really don't need journals and like. Did I read this? Apparently. Oh, we don't need the home decorating guide either. Or apparently Thoner's journal is a quest item. That's really Erica's journal. I'll put that back in her. I don't need that or that. Oh, this is the Initiate's Ewer. Ewer? I don't know. I have to end the episode here, so goodbye, friends.